the North Atlantic Treaty Organization hotline. By dialing this number, you have initiated first strike capabilities against enemy nations. If you do not leave your name and number after the tone, the launch process will be completed, and you will be responsible for starting the next World War. Thank you.
Oh, Jesus, I'm goodbye. What the hell is that? You gotta get rid of that before the... Never mind. It's Nathan. Are you there? On Dubai. On Mom. It's okay. Pick up the phone. On Dubai. Jesus, you better not be there, Rob. Okay, never mind. Look, I'm gonna come. I've gotta see you today. You and Aunt Mom. Look, I think they're listening. I can't talk now. Just remember, today.
Oh, Lordy! Nathan is coming! Shanazy! And nations will never again go to war! And nations will never again go to war. Never again prepare for battle again. Shanazy, your cousin Nathan is coming. Isn't that good news, dear? It'll be so nice to see the poor boy. So long as the snake pit doesn't report my daylight gardening, we should have a grand old visit. Oh. The authorities. My garden. It's a raid. Oh. Bring peace to those who keep their purpose firm and put their trust in you. And to those who have the good sense to keep their mouths shut. Shanazy, you are supposed to be keeping your eyes peeled. You want them to take away your poor old auntie. Oh, trust in the Lord always, and He will protect us forever. Open the door. Oh, just a minute. Can't rush the dead and buried, you know. Oh, Ollie, don't mind about planting things. Is this an inspection or just a social call? Open the door. Can't you just smash it in like you always do? Molly! Oh, Violet! Oh, I thought for sure it was the authorities. Such a racket.
2 seconds more, and it would have been the authorities. Oh, what is the matter with you? Are you trying to get me killed or what?
I was out in my garden.
You went out there in broad daylight.
Shanazy was supposed to be keeping watch.
Did they spot you?
No, but that's why I thought it was them when you came.
You could get us all charged and removed.
Well, if it was them, you wouldn't want them to catch me in my farming clothes now, would you?
Never mind. Here, help me out of this thing. It is so hot out there. Tongues of my shoes are hanging out.
Look at all this stuff. How did you do it?
It wasn't easy, I can tell you. Oh, wait, the blinds, Molly. Get the blinds.
Yes, of course, the blinds.
Now, let's see what we've got. 12 cans, 454 grams each. Evaporated milk.
How can the cows be so contented if they have to aim into these little cans?
Vegetables, 18 cans, bees, peas, tomatoes, corn.
Oh, I never knew survival could be so awful heavy.
18 cans, 426 milliliters, fruit, peaches, pears, and applesauce. And juices, 18 cans, 568 ml, apple, grapefruit.
Oh, did you get the sweetened kind? I can't take grapefruit juice if it's not the sweetened kind.
18 cans, apple, grapefruit, orange, and tomato.
Oh, I don't like tomato. You know I don't like tomato.
Well, when you're sitting on the brink of extinction, you can't always get what your heart desires.
It gets me all loosey-goosey, and that's not my idea of survival. It gives me an afterwind like nobody's half-life.
Cereals.
Oh, did you get Brandt? I've got to have Brandt if I'm going to keep my regular appointments.
42 individual packages, wheat, corn, oat, and bran sealed in wax paper.
Where did all this come from?
6 packages crackers, 454 grams each. 6 packages plain biscuits, graham wafers.
I like those. Just nothing with sesame seeds. They get all stuck up under my bridge.
Melba toast, of meat, 283 G's. Corned beef, luncheon meats, 6 cans beef and gravy. 6 cans, 426 milliliters, 568 milliliters, baked beans, pork and beans, and 6 jars of cheese. Oh.
That's their idea of survival, not mine.
6 cans, 240 G's fish. Soups, 15 pouches dehydrated. 6 cans, 283 G's bean, pea, tomato, and vegetable. 3 large jars honey, and 4 kilos hard candy.
Now you're talking.
Let's see here. 3 jars peanut butter, 90 tea bags, 3 jars sugar, 3 jars instant coffee, salt and pepper, 3 jars instant chocolate powder.
I suppose we'll have to share and double dunk. 90 tea bags.
Jam, syrup, molasses, jelly, dried fruits and nuts, and last but not least, chewing gum. 14 days worth. What do you think?
I think we can do without the chewing gum.
Shanazy can have it.
But, Violet, how did you get all this? There must be double, triple our allotment.
Almost double.
But how?
Well, you remember how Addie Patrick had wanted to come in with us.
Now that she's widowed, of course, and her son's still missing in action, the poor dear's better off. He was such a granny basher, and she didn't need all that abuse.
Well, I stopped by to get her and her survival provisions parts like we planned, and there she was, stone cold dead, flat out on the kitchen floor, stiff as lead.
Lord have mercy. Suicide?
Hard to tell the way she used to cook.
She could have just flown into a window. You didn't loot the dead.
Of course not. Don't be ridiculous. I simply rolled her over and had a good long talk with her. She said it was really for the best. We could use the extra, especially with Shanazy.
She had eaten us out of house and shelter the first day anyway.
So I thanked her very much for both of us and wished her well in eternity.
Did you tell her to write once she got settled in?
I grabbed that SP card and headed straight for the distribution center.
But didn't they question you, claiming the extra allotment like that?
I figured that they would, so I liberated Addie's burlap and just kept my head down like any other authorized widow with a valid circulation pass.
But why couldn't you claim quadruple the allotment? She should have had 2 passes left, one for her and for the mister.
I guess she'd already eaten her spouse's share.
Oh, poor woman.
The only thing greater than that woman's appetite was her diarrhea. Let's give him a piece now. Where is he? Shanazy. And you want them to bury you in that.
Oh, my apron! I forgot.
There's a light in the rocket, dear. There just isn't any warhead, is there?
Shall I have the burlap, too, before Nathan gets here?
What?
Nathan! He spoke through that thing. He's coming here, didn't I tell you?
When?
Oh, now. Today. Soon. I'm not sure. He sounded upset.
Didn't you tell him not to come?
I didn't talk to him. You know I don't like to go near that black bell.
That boy is so damn unpredictable. Irresponsible.
It's not his fault, Vi. You know, it's an offense for him to set foot in this area, let alone visit his poor old aunties.
I don't understand why he had to leave. He could have just stayed here hidden with Shanazy, and no one would ever have to know. But oh no, the great warrior made his choice. Him and his damn guns.
He's just a boy.
Once a soldier, always a man. They've got him loaded up with so many chips on his shoulders, he's a piece of walking particle board. Shanazy!
What's that strange contraption out back?
It's Shanazy's. Don't you let him hear you call it a contraption. All he's done is nail a board between 2 trees so as he can do chin-ups when we're off surveillance.
Well, nothing built that crazy can last. If you ask me, he'd be better off trying to keep his mind fit. You know, right after you went out today, he tried his hand at shaving.
What? single hair anywhere on his entire body. Never will.
Poor boy. If it wasn't for bad luck, he wouldn't have any luck at all.
I don't know why you lead him on like that. Filling the boy's head with ridiculous fantasies. Sheltering the boy is one thing, but putting his faith in lies is another. And then standing by while he wounds himself? Are you bereft of your senses? Oh, the whole idea is to nurture him, protect his innocence, save his soul. Ours is to deliver him from evil. Otherwise, you might as well just deliver him to Nathan.
Amen.
Amen. You go fix some food.
Oh, I can make a salad. You wouldn't believe it, Vi. The garden is looking so good today. I got a lovely lame lettuce and a tiny sprig of mint from that new seed I found last week. And some of the dwarf cauliflower was salvageable. And, oh, look, Vi, your favorites. A single cabbage and one sterile tomato. And for once, the carrots didn't metastasize and infect the tomato vines.
Best harvest this month. What was that?
I didn't hear anything.
God, that's Nathan. Hurry, help me.
You know, I don't know why we worry so. Surely the boy wouldn't report us. He's family after all.
He's a flesh and blood sergeant before anything else now.
Aunt Molly, open up. Aunt Molly, I'm totally exposed here.
Oh, my.
I'm just coming, dear.
Mercy.
What the hell's the matter with you leaving me exposed out there like that with all the cameras to see? I shouldn't even be here.
Oh, it's a pleasant surprise, Aunt Molly. Look who's come to visit.
Hello, Nathan, dear. Good to see you again.
Nathan, your Aunt Molly's talking to you.
If they track me, I'm as good as dead.
Well, right now, you're as good as live. And I'll thank you to remember the house rules. Give me the weapon.
Oh, no. I'm keeping this baby right here.
Hand it over, Trigger Happy.
You don't understand. It's not safe.
I understand perfectly, Nathaniel.
Your auntie's right, dear. Give her the weapon. There's a good boy.
No. All right. Jesus. Why don't you put it on the front of the house? Maybe the cameras can pick that up, too. It's nice and warm, so it'll glow real good on the clear.
Aren't you forgetting something? Thank you. Here, Aunt Molly. There. That will give us some peace. You, welcome home.
Shh. What?
Did you hear my hair squeaking?
Oh, Nathan, come, sit down. Put your feet up and relax.
It's incredible out there. Sharpshooters, special weapons, attack squads on surveillance. There's checkpoints for everything that moves up. Girl Scout wouldn't stand a chance. Mailboxes being removed. Sewer manholes being welded shut. There's even kill sacks inside the perimeter. There's got to be 10,000 infantry out there. Assault forces armed to the teeth. Everything that moves out there's got to be a pink mist in some of these crosshairs.
I think Nathan's sweater is going to turn out just handsome, don't you?
Lovely. Do you think it'll soften up once he gets to sweating in it?
Nathan's tough, aren't you, dear?
Did you listen to me? Listen to me. For Christ's sake, they've changed the boundaries again. This is an EAP zone now.
And E. How sweet.
No, EAP. It stands for Expendable Area Populace, First Strike Priority, Limited Transportation. No one gets in, no one gets out. Armed troops packing Nubuck weapons.
Oh, box is that for catching deer, dear?
No, Nubuck. NBC, nuclear, biological, chemical weapons. Unlimited S&S. Search and seizure. Execution on sight. And you throw my weapon into your bedroom.
The only difference between men and boys is the size of their cocks and the cost of their toys.
Dead man. Look, there isn't much time.
We've got all the time in the world, dear.
I want you to leave. Head for a non-target area. If anything does survive here, the whole sector will go LD-50, and you wanna have a hope in hell.
Nathan, we were all born into LD-50s. We were born into of those LD50s, and they gave us half the dose to see who would kill half of us. The rest of us seemed to go.
I remember it like it was yesterday. There was even a cute little guinea pig. They force-fed her a lethal dose of heavy water until she died, convulsing and vomiting.
No one can guarantee that you'll both get into the right 50%, though.
Both of us? What about Shanazey?
Oh, he's coming with me. Where is he?
Haven't seen him lately.
If you're concerned with getting caught just visiting, what sort of punishment do you think they have for aiding and abetting a couple of dangerous old fugitives like us? Use your brain for once, boy. We might be expendable area populace, but we won't be herded off to the Badlands like some sort of diseased vermin you think you're responsible for whenever it suits you. I'm going to live out my last days in this house. No amount of nonsensical military manipulation is going to change that. As for Shanazey, your happy Cappy Herod has his hands on the entire male species. He isn't going to miss one little 9-year-old boy. Wear your stripes on your sleeve for once, boy, not your brain. Nathan, calm down.
Knuckle splints won't help anybody.
Nathan, come on. Come sit down next to me. There's a good boy. Supposing, just supposing we were to leave. We couldn't exactly wander off into the wilderness without any protection, now could we? Why don't you come in and tell us a little bit about your favorite subject? What kind of guns should we take with us?
Yes, dear, it'll take your mind off things. It always does.
That's right. Now what would you suggest for your silly old aunts?
Well, there's 2 classifications to consider, okay? One's defensive and the other's offensive.
Oh, we don't want to be offensive to anyone. Let's take the friendly kind.
That's right. That's right, you want defensive weapons. You're going to want at least 2 handguns apiece, but stay away from the homemade jobs. They'll probably just blow your hand off. Semi-automatic's the best. Smooth action, minimum 15-round clip, and you're going to want at least 2 extra clips. I'd suggest a nice Glock, jacketed soft points. That would do you just fine. And you can pick those up at the market real easy.
Glock, is that short for Glockenspiel?
No.
Now, don't you see how much more relaxed you're becoming? Telling us what you know best and putting our minds at ease?
Oh, what I found in the backyard today, I almost forgot. Isn't he pretty? He must have been dead a good week by the looks of him.
You mean when you were practicing your priority travel? Fallout sojourn by the countryside, right, dear?
Yes, of course, that's what it was.
That's right, Molly. Nathan, continue.
Birds. Place Kleenex in throat.
You're going to need some anti-purse mines, too. Say 20 or so. Each one will give you 1,000 4-millimeter cubes. Or 600 6-millimeter ball bearings, exploding at groin level. And that's good, because it'll give a severe wound, but it won't kill. And a wounded man will delay your enemy much more efficiently than a killed man.
Tuck head under wing. Place bird in newspaper cone for protection.
Molly, not another magpie, please. You've got more than you know what to do with.
You can get a couple of Colt DEAs for reserve. 9mm, over 1,100 rounds per minute. That'll stand up pretty good against an M16 or an Uzi.
Place bird and cone in plastic bag and freeze.
Freezer's full to bursting, Molly. Be reasonable now.
But what you have to have for your main protection is a couple of C-Mags. 1 each, fully automatic. They're smaller, and they'll only give you 100 continuous rounds. And the bullets are smaller, full metal jacket. But see, the jacket's a lot thinner. So the bullet will fragment easy upon impact, and it'll give you a more severe wound. See, when the bullet enters the flesh, it rotates as it goes in, and then it fragments. And that's what you want. You want your bullet to penetrate your head, but not go all the way down because you can hit a friendly. And then there's the double A1 flechette that'll penetrate right through the mesh spaces of body armor. And when it bends on impact and it explodes, thousands of tiny metal darts into one beautiful, ballistically induced aperture into the subcutaneous area.
Warning! There it goes, raining pitchforks again.
Oh, no, no! Low buffer precipitation. The pH over soda content will double my sense.
You'll catch it tomorrow in my bones.
How can it rain now?
Anything can happen because everything already has.
We've got to get out of here.
Lunch! Shadaisy!
Oh, Molly, look. You have really outdone yourself. Come on, Nathan. Dig in before we lose any more color.
Not hungry.
Oh, come on. I thought all good soldiers traveled on their tummies.
Only when they're beat. Now where is that kid?
Shadaisy!
Look, you can't hide him forever.
Look, Nathan, there's lettuce. And, well, it's all fresh fish.
We stick to our emergencies.
This meal is ready to eat, too. Try it. Well, my pride for one.
All right. Just one bite to follow.
What's happened to your appetite since your last visit?
I don't eat much if it doesn't walk or fly.
May the Lord himself, who is our source of peace, give you peace at all times and in every way. The Lord be with you all, walking or flying.
Amen.
Where is that boy? I'm starting to worry. It's not like him to disappear for so long.
If he doesn't show up soon, we'll have to go look for him.
All right, that's it. When he comes home, he is coming with me. Got it? And you two will leave. No more of this crap. I'm officer in immediate command. You're not thinking straight anymore. You're turning senile. Can't you see that?
Senile. Fiddlesticks. We're just philosophically disillusioned.
I'm all right. You need to leave. Both of you. You can't stay in an EAP zone. You're civilian targets now. That means incoming, incontinent ordnance.
Don't fool around with that word, dear. I wish there was more to life than just increasing its speed.
Goodbye, can't you? What the hell are you doing?
Oh, leave her be, Nathan.
Stop it!
She's just soothing the chaos of her mind.
Oh, give me that. For Christ's sake, what if Sinead comes in and sees this?
Oh, Shadaisy does it too, dear.
What?
Oh, well, he wasn't so sure at first, but your Auntie Guy's a patient soul. I don't have the stomach for it myself.
What kind of thing is that to teach a kid?
Oh, well, he wasn't so sure about it at first. Oh, I found that if I keep my mouth shut, I get credit for knowing what I don't say. Oh, hush, bye. It's upset.
He's just a boy, for Christ's sake.
And in all likelihood, he'll stay a boy.
He probably won't live to see his 10th birthday.
What are you talking about? If you give him up now, he'll be convicted for evasion, and that's 2 years right there. Then, right in the training, that's another year at least. He'll be older than me before he sees any action.
I once saw 3 young lads severely wound themselves shooting their own shadows.
What sort of action have you seen, Nathan, dear?
What?
Do you know the smell of a woman? Have you breathed in that special tang?
When liquid copper and vapor explosion. Believe me.
Have you tasted the sweat of another?
Increase your own ventilation factors.
Oh, dear, oh, dear.
Law is 5 bullets in the clip. Justice is 1 bullet in the chamber. That's the way it is. That's life.
Life is a promise none of us can keep.
Eyes have seen the hoary glory coming of the Lord. They are trampling down my vintage grapes for all the wine they hoard.
He's not even your child, for Christ's sake.
Shut your mouth. I wish I could put you out of my misery. I do! Sometimes there's rust on the razor that threatens the throat.
Raining pitchforks.
Where is Shanazy?
As long as you've got him, you've got a future. He's young. He's growing. Everything is new to him. but he won't keep you two from growing into obscurity.
We don't grow old. We get old by not growing.
Don't bleed on my floor, Einstein. Do you know what I did yesterday? I spent the entire day talking to Shinazy about you and your beloved military. And do you know how it came about? He wanted to tell me what he was going to be when he grew up. If he grew up. Do you know how to talk to a 9-year-old about the future he probably won't have? Do you?
Tell him how it makes you feel first. Then you tell him how difficult it is for you to talk to him.
Yes, you acknowledge that you're scared too.
You listen.
Armagideon, if I live, do I dare have my own children?
Listen, you listen.
Well, all of these old men have lived their lives, now they run the world.
Don't
The
interrupt.
whole world's expendable and I can't do a thing about it.
Listen to children without interrupting. Reassure your children that they are part of the caring system. Tell your children that they can come and talk to you at any time. Tell your children that everybody is working to end the problem of global destruction.
That's right. I lied to his face. Not exactly a new lease on life, but no one can give him that.
What you can do is show him the fine print at the bottom of the contract.
Nathan, please, let him stay. He isn't against national defense. Just give him something to defend. You'll see what I mean when you talk to him. You'll see. Shinazy! 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 Molly.
Right. We'll check upstairs.
Better to die than to be a coward. Better to die. First enemy you survive. Pain. If you give in to it, it'll weaken your drive to survive. Do not try to relieve the pain of others. Always look out for yourself first, and always first. Alpha, beta, gamma. Second enemy of survival, cold. Cold is insidious. It numbs the mind and the body and the will. Third enemy, thirst. It dulls your mind. Severe dehydration can occur after exposure to radiation enhancement devices, even when there's plenty of water. Fourth enemy, hunger. It lessens rational thinking. Increases the susceptibility to weaknesses caused by pain, fear, cold. It's better to die and die and slip the surly bondage and sit on face. Fatigue. It makes you careless. It weakens your mental ability. Fatigue. Fatigue represents escape. 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 Hopelessness. Boredom. Loneliness. Two of the toughest enemies of survival. Darkness will elevate your fear by a factor of 6. Survival readiness phase. Warning phase. Threat phase. Pre-attack phase. Attack period. Attack. Response phase. Rescue phase. Recovery phase. Reconstruction phase. Doesn't phase me! Airborne vectors. Eroding the will of the population. My radiation enhancement device is an effective nuclear weapon that will eliminate your enemy while doing minimal damage to friendly territory. It is a neutron cookie cutter. It'll kill people within a 3/4 mile radius without harming soldiers nearby. It works by attacking the central nervous system. The body collapses. The limbs shake. The nervous system fails. All automatic. Body responses are effective, including breathing. Death comes within 48 hours from respiratory failure or from swelling of the tissues of the brain. Irradiated fuel. Leaking weapons-grade with wanted enlisted personnel to work on nuclear fissionable isotope molecular phase reactors and phase cyclotronic uranium and plutonium photosynthesizers. No experience necessary. Ringing bell. Flashing red light. Dangerous airborne radiation. Evacuation. Woo! Siren. Wavering tone for 3 to 5 minutes. Take cover. Stay inside. Take cover. Take cover. Whee! Siren. Steady blast for 3 to 6 minutes. Evacuation. Go to staging area. Gong, 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 gong. Atomic fire. Evacuate. Evacuate. Auga. 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 Criticality. Run. Run and tell. BD is your ballistic missile early warning system. Or COLOG, your cooperative logistics for mandated emergency. Push NFU and go. Go tell it on the mountain. Tell them about mutual assured destruction. He had a pistol with him. He placed it to his forehead. Apparently thinking he would never be found.
Not a word of this to Shanazy. Do you understand me? Nathan.
All right.
If you take that boy from this house, I will kill you. Do you understand? Do you understand?
No!
Nathan!
Yes!
You know, I'm sure that was Glynis Walden's granddaughter I saw out back. I don't know what she's up to, but she had the makings of a pretty good fire from the looks of it. You know, I remember it used to be people would shit outside and cook inside. Now they're cooking outside and shitting inside. Nathan, dear, pick up your clothes. There's a good boy. So, he was downstairs, was he?
What?
Shanazy. He's in the basement, is he?
No. No, I didn't find him. Did you look everywhere? Did you see him?
No.
Did you look in the attic?
What about the crawl space? Oh, God save us.
Nathan, if you so much as have touched that child!
Shanazy.
Oh, my God, what?
It's Shanazy.
Cut him down.
He's hanged himself. I kept telling myself that this was all a bad dream, and that I would wake up soon with the rest of my family in our home, but in reality, I knew that I wouldn't wake up, and that this was real. I've been hurt too many times, and so I began to learn the art of blocking out all emotions. I shut out the rest of the world and the door would open to no one. It struck... Auntie Vi, I don't think I should go on.
No. Go on. Tell me. Tell me. Tell me, Nathan, O gift of God, disciple of Christ, read me the parting words of my dear Shanazy.
It struck me that I could kill myself now, and no one would know until it was too late. I said a short prayer to God to take care of my family, and I went to my tree in the backyard.
His contraption.
Wasn't for chin-ups. He was building a gallows.
I placed the rope around my neck and kicked. My lungs felt like they were going to burst, and my ears felt like they were melting right off my head. Finally, I blacked out and was engulfed in a blanket of black. Unfortunately, I woke up. They told me that they knew things were hard for me now, but that things would get better. But I didn't listen to them. How could they possibly know how things were for me? They had their families and I didn't. For that matter, I didn't even have any friends. I've set before you this day of life and death. Therefore choose last day. Goodbye forever.
You know, for something with no bones in them, potatoes sure take a long time to cook. Rugs. Advanced rug techniques make straight cuts, primarily anus to 4 inches from chin, open hands to last knuckle and packed with salt, skin, ears, and lips.
Molly, Jesus, the kid's barely cold. You're setting him up for a trophy?
Yes, dear.
Proximity just doesn't make mortality easier to bear anymore, does it, Nathaniel?
This ghost will be back to haunt us before we've laid him to rest.
That's just fine, dear.
Ghosts are fine, Nathan. It's your fellow man that'll bludgeon your head to a fine pulp, like a rotted peach in a pulverizer. There's always been enough stones on this earth to kill everyone 100 times over. Just never had to have a system in use for the organizing of using the rocks that way.
3,000 years of history. It's been less than 300 years of peace.
Remove fat and cover with 1/4 inch of salt.
You should get an x-ray to see if you have a day's work inside of you.
Leave for 24 hours. Drain off moisture and re-salt. Why do we have 24 hours?
They told us to sit, facing away from the blast with our hands over our eyes, and our knees pressed to our hands with our eyes tightly shut. The first thing we experienced after 0 count was a tremendous heat. It was like somebody walking up to your back with a blowtorch. You could literally see right through your hands, through your knees, your eyelids, everything. It was like walking into a giant x-ray. You could see totally.
At a young age like that, a child isn't adult enough in his thinking. He doesn't realize that a situation he's in will improve.
We set rabbits at a point about 345 miles away from ground zero. Their eyes were taped open and they were faced towards the blast zone. The sky opened up above a A mushroom-shaped inferno sent the clouds racing, rolling in every direction like a gigantic carpet. The heat was tremendous. The flash was so intense. You could see right through your hands, through your legs. It's like walking into a light bulb. One giant light bulb. An examination of the rabbits later revealed that an impression of the blast had been burned into their retinas.
Kill and chill.
What?
Kill and chill. Poultry hell.
I remember.
The chickens were hung live, upside down, and they move along a rack like a rack at a dry cleaner's. Yes. And then they come along and slice their necks.
8,000 chicken jugglers a day. Your Auntie Vi was their best sticker.
Defeathered in a roughing machine and scalded in hot water. 122 degrees Celsius.
Checked by the pin feather team.
And then racked and chilled in cold water. And then on to the evisceration room to have their guts and unknowns pulled out. And that's when they met your Aunt Molly.
There was a big vacuum overhead, and I'd take the gas pump nozzle and jam it up their anus and suck out their kidneys and lungs. Those were the good old days, weren't they?
But we never taped open their eyes.
Your Auntie Vi and I worked there since before we started overlating. Isn't that right, Vi?
We were young.
And remember, we used to stop for ice cream every day after work, and I would always ask for a small portion, but the man always gave me a cone the size of the Nagasaki boom.
But you got through it okay?
Oh, yes, eventually. I always got through it eventually.
Remember, we used to love dancing to roaring punk music in the cemetery. The like of an occasional explosion.
Oh, and remember the whores. So many of them always laying down first and getting up last in the house next door. God bless them for letting us work freelance.
We never missed paying a bill.
We had running water back then. We had to sell our bodies to make the money to pay for the water. That was progress. Now we have to take a pail out to the pump to get water. We were prime there for a while, weren't we?
As the crystalline lenses age, they scatter light entering the eye, sometimes producing a fogging of vision. Reaction time tends to slow with age, so it is increasingly important not to impair oneself further with alcohol, carbon monoxide, drugs, or an overly full stomach.
A little rusty here and there. What do you think, Vi?
Your Aunt Molly. She was the finest lady that ever did a woman's deed. And she was the first to take our little Shanasi to bed with her. Isn't that right, Molly?
What?
Remember, he said we both looked so old and scrawny, we looked like dandelions gone to seed.
Could you? That's sick.
How could we not? Would you want him to die never knowing the touch of a woman?
Molly?
Would you want him to die never knowing a woman's smell?
He doesn't want to hear it.
No, I don't. I don't want to hear anymore.
No. But our little Shanasi did. He wanted it. He needed it. He needed it all. Before it was too late.
There was no money involved.
It wasn't a sin, Nathan. Wouldn't you have wanted Shanasi to have the benefaction of our love before he was to face the crime of his future? I take 1,000 children to my bed to keep even one from facing this. To keep even one from becoming you.
You've lost both of you.
And you must have been dipped in wolf urine as a child to repel any common sense.
All he wanted to do was come into our bed because he said, why put off the good things in life just to work towards a future that probably won't be there?
Shouldn't have done it, Molly. I mean, just because you felt sorry for the kid?
Smallest roots of bamboo will survived the biggest nuclear explosion.
In his mouth and on his face were black herpes simplex blisters, the first signs of exposure. His skin literally broke down before our eyes. Sensitive folds under his groin, under his armpits, became red and ulcerated, and gradually covering his entire body within a matter of days. Yes. We took the boy to our bed. How could we not?
Love isn't the sin you make it out to be, Nathaniel. He enjoyed it. We could tell, couldn't we, Vi? Took his mind off his pain.
Jesus.
That's right. So, despite his situation, he left this world in high style.
But the kid killed himself.
We gave him what he wanted, what he needed.
Not CBM, not confidence building measure.
Now think, Nathan. What was it that killed the boy? Fear of God? Fear of man? Or fear of your happy errand?
Nathan's so big, he has a real little person on his crucifix.
You may walk tall and carry a big stick now, but when the time comes,
You'll be left naked and bleeding, just like the rest of us.
Oh, God, CBM, confidence building measure. Confidence building measure. CBM.
The Spirit produces love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, understanding. There is no law against such things as these.
horse of a different color.
Train to resist.
Train to resist. Train to resist what? Slowly and silently killing your enemy. Or if you train to resist to love your brother, peace is what I give you. I do not give it as the world does. Do not be frightened. Do not worry. Do not be afraid.
Get off of me!
It'll do you good, dear.
There's nothing I want that I can't do with my own right hand. My own right hand!
Just the nose of the camel coming through the tent.
Oh. Train!
Thank goodness Sinead left us before he got his training.
You did this! You drove into this! You two! You killed that kid!
You have got a lot to learn. And there's comfort in knowing that you'll never learn it.
Here, Nathan. They say that gallbladders are good aphrodisians. You take Sinead's, you can brew up a cup of tea with it.
Jesus!
Suit yourself, dear.
Do you know what the problem is? You weren't born outside. Inside, you don't learn manners. But outside, the whole herd will teach you how to behave.
Jesus, Molly, can't you leave the kid alone?
Whatever for, dear?
He's dead!
And whatever should I leave him alone now for?
He's an abnormally occurring body burden. You should try to liberate an aluminum transfer container.
That's right. Slide him on in like an albino cigarillo in a silver tube.
And then, I guess, bury him in the backyard.
Plant him in good and deep. Another statistic for your beloved lethality.
Oh, no!
Well, what do you expect?
We expect to hold on to him, dear, to keep him with us. We can't grieve him if we can't see him. I'm just getting him ready in the kitchen now. He'll be back among us again in no time.
Failure mode has been identified.
I shot her through the head.
Who, dear?
Linus Walden.
And whatever did you do that for, dear?
She'd made a pact with her daughter. They couldn't decide who should kill who first, so they drew straws. Linus won. She had the privilege of shooting her daughter. She shot the girl, only she forgot what to do next.
Her mind wasn't so good.
Failed to meet functioning criteria as per design requirements.
So I shot her through the head. She bled pretty good, but she wouldn't stop breathing. So I shot her again through the heart. That did the job.
The fire! That's what the granddaughter was doing outside, getting rid of the evidence, as they say.
Her bowels let go.
The little one always hated her Nana to be in a messy home. I'm sure she wanted to tidy up. But it must have been a struggle and a half to get that woman into the flames.
It's not the smell you have to watch out for. It's the disintegrating bodily fluids as they gush out.
I didn't loot the dead.
Ah! Help me.
Clickety-click. You will get sick.
Where's Shanazy's gum? Here, Nathan. Have a piece of chewing gum.
I can't go back. Let me stay.
Oh, goodness, dear. You can't stay here.
Where did you get this?
Your head must be thicker than our walls, Nathan. Don't you remember? Your Auntie Vi went to the food distribution center today.
What?
There's lots more.
Yes. Look at all this.
You didn't expect us to get by on nothing now, did you?
There's enough here for everybody.
It's just cans, Nathan. Nothing that walks or flies.
But you don't have a gun. I've got my M16. I can protect you. I'm the only one with a weapon.
And we're the only ones with a can opener.
Water. I can get water for us. A minimum of 18 liters a day per adult member of your family.
But Nathan, dear, we already have the water.
There isn't much time.
Why don't you tell us how to get rid of that pesky radioactive dust?
Molly, dear, housekeeping isn't a priority.
Rescue skills and evacuation procedures.
We're not going anywhere, are we? Go on. Tell us what you like.
You have to tie human waste in plastic waterproof bags and place the bags inside of a garbage pail. Store at least a 14-day supply of bags. Avoid contamination from toilet seats by disinfecting with a strong bleach solution and rinsing, by laying down paper, by not sitting down.
You must be out of your mind, Nathan. Your dear old aunties can't not sit down.
That's right. Don't bother us with the impossibilities. Just stick to information we can use.
A combination of loss of hair, loss of appetite, increasing paleness, weakness, bloody diarrhea, sore throat, bleeding gums, easy bruising. They're all signs that one should seek out medical attention. Other common symptoms, such as nausea and vomiting, could be caused by fear, worry, food poisoning, pregnancy, and other common occurrences that should not be taken for proof positive of radiation poisoning.
Woo! Pregnancy. We'll keep that one in mind.
Imagine little ones in a shelter, hungry at one end and irresponsible at the other.
Several seconds will pass after you've seen the light.
Hallelujah!
Seeing the light, or felt the heat before the blast hits you. It's like the time it takes between seeing a flash of lightning and hearing the thunder. The time can be used to find protection from the shock wave. For instance, rolling into a ditch. It'll protect you from being thrown about by the blast.
I better strap Shanazy down good and tight.
One of the greatest dangers is flying glass, brick, and other debris, as doctors or nurses may not be readily available to assist you. Thousands will suffer incredible burns, more than the number of intensive care beds in the entire world. All major hospitals will be leveled, and 3/4 of all doctors and nurses in every city will be killed.
Surely the good book doesn't say that now, does it, dear?
Radiation sickness treatment includes rest, provision of whatever nutritional food and water is available, and encouragement to get better.
Attaboy!
Personal cleanliness in sheltered conditions is important for you and your family and will keep morale from sagging.
I wish they'd prevent other things from sagging.
Food will be safe to eat or drink if you dust the containers.
I bet we can almost eat our way out. Hungry folks will trade anything for what they think is food.
How thick are your walls?
How sore is my corn?
Stay inside your shelter until the radiation levels have been measured and you have been told over the radio that it is safe to go outside again.
Shanazy's radio. I almost forgot.
There is only one type of warning signal in this country, the attack warning signal. It is a wailing, undulating tone on the siren for a duration of 3 to 6 minutes. It means that an attack has been initiated and detected.
This is the emergency broadcasting system. This is not a test. This is not a test. Stay tuned to this station for further official information. Remain calm. This is not a test. Repeat, this is not a...
Don't you know it?
For further information on survival tips, please contact your local authorities or the local emergency planning board or emergency organization during business hours. Here, take my key.
What? No. Don't give it to me. Don't give it to anybody.
In the last war, I kept my key, but when I returned home, I had no house.
And I saw and beheld a pale horse, and its rider's name was Death, and Hades followed him, and they were given power to kill with sword and famine and pestilence and by all the wild beasts of earth.
After the explosion, men in protective gear came into the house and poured cement over everything. The remains, what they thought were remains, were transported out of the house 3 days later in the form of a solid concrete block.